This is part 2 of a commentary addressing the all men's meeting called by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and hosted on November the 17th, 2025, which was a Monday. This is a part 2 of the video addressing commentary on the all men's meeting called for and hosted by the Nation of Islam, called for by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, the master teacher. So on this second part, I want to address the industry of religion, and Minister Farrakhan's industry as a professional. On the part 1, we looked at the broader context of the world, society that we're living in current day, November 2025. But on this second part, we're addressing the industry of religion, which is a economic sector of the society. The industry of religion is what the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is dealing with as a master teacher, as a, not reverend, but a minister. You might say, some would say imam or teacher. Some might say rab or rabbi or teacher, but the master teacher. But he's working in society, but this is a job or a position inside a industry, the industry of religion. So to make a comparison, there are plumbers in the world that work in the plumbing industry. And based on the industry that they work in, there are certain tools that they use as professionals. There's certain training that they go through as professionals. There are certain policies and practices. There are certain people that they associate with that are within their industry. So they might be in a plumbers association. They might have a membership card of a union. And this is just an example of a practitioner or a job of a professional working in their industry. So why did I say all of that? I said all of that because a part of the commentary and understanding of this men's meeting was to understand that the Minister Louis Farrakhan was flexing on his industry, his peers. He is 92, but still showed his power and ability to draw men, particularly, or a crowd, to draw numbers, to still be relevant, to have influence on others in the world. He showed his practical ability to call, and people answer the call. Men from all over the country, the nation, the cities, smaller cities, states, and all over the world, England, the Caribbean, various countries, states, nations, cities, tuned in to this broadcast. They answered the call of a man who's a religious man working in a religious industry, whose peers would be imams, rabbis, reverends, ministers, preachers. He showed all of those in his industry that he's still a significantly powerful and influential individual. He didn't just call for those in his religion. He called for those in general that may identify as Black or African American or Moor or Moorish American or Asiatic or the original Black man. Although there was some Caucasians that showed up, maybe more than one. I can think of one specifically in Reverend Father Flager of the Catholic Church in Chicago, Illinois. Various Christian families, the Omegas were in the house, the Moors were in the house, the Masons were in the house. I appreciated Brother Jeffrey saying how good it is for brothers to dwell together in unity. Brother Jeffrey is the brother that opened up the meeting or got the meeting started. But this video, again, part 2, is addressing the industry. What industry? The industry of religion. Whatever city, state, or nation you're in, you will find a church, a mosque, a synagogue, a temple that is related to religion. Related to religion. And through that mosque, temple, synagogue, there are societies, individuals and families that come there or frequent there. And when they do, they make an exchange in dollars and cents, or maybe pounds or yen, or the various currencies in which the nations that they live. So religion is a economic industry as well as a social industry. It's a part of the economy. So Minister Farrakhan was flexing. This was a flex to say, yes, I still have it. I still got it. I still got juice. People respond when I call. People come when I call to hear what I have to say. So I could have said and should have said in the first video that he has not spoken in a significant period of time. He has chosen to be quiet, saying that his teacher, Elijah Muhammad, who he says is alive, and I agree, who he says that is alive, told him to be quiet. And he gave him some additional words, but to be quiet, that it wasn't time for him to speak. And so he has. And so for him to call for men to come out to hear him speak, it increased the demand, because the supply of his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding had not been readily shared in the public. So this, again, was a public-private meeting, a private-public meeting. It was not in the public, but there were groups that were welcomed that are not members of the Nation of Islam. So Christians, non-Christians, any walk of life that identify with the message and the wisdom that is offered at that sacred house, Mosque Maryam. So to wrap this up, again, this is part 2 of a series of videos addressing commentary on the men's meeting called for by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan on Monday, November the 17th, 2025. Stay tuned for the next part and for the series in general. Peace.